Welcome to the Surrey Experience.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to the Surrey Experience, episode 36. I really got to find a new way to start this podcast, man. All right, here we go. Take two. ¿Qué tal, Salio? Just fucking around. All right, take three. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is the Surrey Experience, and I would like to welcome you all to the 36th edition of the Surrey Experience podcast. You can find me on platforms such as iTunes, YouTube, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Stitcher. I would like to welcome all of you to follow me on Instagram and Facebook, although I barely post on there because people on social media really piss me off. I'm just fucking around. Hey, a lot of people were asking me about the t-shirts I got made. The bad news is I ran out, but the good news is I got more coming in. I had like 50 made. My plan was to get like 30 made, right? Because I'm a cheap fuck, but the guy gave me a really good deal for 50. And my plan was just to hand them out to listeners and shit like that. But I went to this party last weekend, right? It was one of my best friend's birthday parties. And it was a fucking rager, right? So I only took like 10 shirts with me because honestly, only like a couple of my friends listen to the podcast, right? So I'm like, I'll hand out a couple, whatever, no big deal, right? So I go there and everyone starts putting the shirts on and they're like, hey, where's mine? Where's mine? You know? So I made my buddy's like pregnant wife take me home and get the rest of them. She was all like, I don't want to go. But it's like, dude, you're like literally the only fucking sober person here. Is there anyone more self-absorbed than like a pregnant chick, you know? But yeah, anyways, I got her to take me home. I got the entire box of shirts and I brought them back to the party and like everyone put them on and they started dancing around and it looked sick, dude. My brother's like, you should have Snapchatted it. But I was just having way too good of a time to fucking remember to do that. But yeah, long story short, all the t-shirts are gone. I don't even have one for myself, but I got 50 more coming in. So if you want one, just let me know. I'll hook you up. Just like email me or something and I'll pass you one. For free too, because I don't want you guys' goddamn money. Oh, speaking of money, are you guys excited for the fight tomorrow night? Floyd Money Mayweather versus the notorious Conor McGregor, man. I cannot fucking wait. It's going to be so insane, man. A lot of people think Floyd is just going to like mop the floor with Conor because it's a boxing match. They think like Conor has no chance, but I'm telling you, Conor is a savage, man. He's going to confuse the fuck out of Floyd with his style and his movement and everything he brings to the table. People think Conor like won't even land a punch, but I'm like 100% certain Conor will land. Here's why Conor McGregor has a good shot at winning. He's younger, he's bigger, he has more power, he has like an iron chin, you know? He has no fear of Floyd Mayweather because if they really fought in a real fight, Conor would like strangle him to death. Conor's going to keep like switching stances and he's going to like confuse the shit out of Floyd. And Conor's a southpaw, which means he fights left-handed for all you broads out there. Floyd's always like struggled against southpaws, you know? And on top of that, honestly, he's not a strong puncher. He hits like a bitch, dude. He just holds on and runs away when he fights. And he just fights to go to a decision. It's like the most boring shit ever. And he's 40 years old. He hasn't fought in 2 years. And Floyd's hands are fucked. Like, he's broken his hands so many times. So it's possible that Floyd can break his hands in this fight. And if he breaks his hand in this fight, then he's fooked. Because all Conor has to do is land that left hand on Floyd's chin. It's very, very possible. But ultimately, I think Floyd will win by decision. You know, the way I see it going down, I think Conor will win the first couple rounds. You know, be really aggressive and just so unpredictable. But then I think by like round 4 or 5, Floyd will start to figure him out and start landing a bit more and edging out the fight. But Conor's definitely going to have his moments. But I think Floyd's just going to like pitter-patter, run around, and just do enough to like take home like a fucking boring-ass decision. But I think Conor is going to come out of this fight looking like the bigger G. Because he's going to go over to Floyd's sport and like actually give him troubles. So I'm actually going to bet that. I'm going to bet Floyd Mayweather by decision. And the odds I got are really good. It was Floyd by decision is a plus 275, which means if you bet $100 on Floyd Mayweather by decision, you would win an additional $275, which is a solid bet because I don't think there'll be a knockout in this fight. So if you're like looking to put down a little bit of money on this fight just to make it interesting, in my opinion, Floyd Mayweather by decision is the best bet. Dude, I'm such a fucking psychopath that I actually had a dream last night about the fight, right? And in my dream, right, Conor McGregor knocked him out in the second round. So right when I woke up, I put $50 on Conor McGregor by second round KO. That's how much of a fucking degenerate gambler I am. The odds were like something stupid, like plus 1,400. So if you bet 100, you would win 1,400. So I don't know. I can't fucking wait though, man. It's crazy. You can bet on anything with this fight. You can bet on like if Lil Wayne's going to come out with Floyd Mayweather to the ring. You can bet if Justin Bieber's going to come out to the ring with Floyd Mayweather. What else? You can bet if Lil Wayne's going to wear a t-shirt. You could bet on like Justin Bieber wearing sunglasses or a hat. I don't know, man. I cannot fucking wait, dude. I'm going to get shit-faced like like annihilated drunk, man. I fucking love fight nights. Some of my wildest nights of my life were when there was like a big fight on. So Saturday night shouldn't be any different, man. They're saying this fight's going to do over 5 million pay-per-view buys, which is insane. To put that in perspective, the pay-per-view costs $100 and 5 million people are going to order it. So that's 5 million times 100. What's the math on that? Carry the one. That's $500 million. And that's just from the pay-per-view alone. It's fucking insane, man. Conor McGregor's going to make like, I think like they're saying over 100 million. And Floyd Mayweather's going to make close to like 300 million. And I'm going to start drinking at noon. And I'm going to get so drunk that I'm not even going to remember the fight. So I can't remember the last time I was this excited about something. But what else did I want to talk about? Oh, did you guys hear about this? I found this article on Facebook. Hold on, let me pull it up here. For those of you who don't live in Surrey, basically what's been going on down here is there was like a couple shootings in the last month, you know, and in most of the shootings, no one even really got hit. It's just basically like people letting off bullets, you know. It's like firecrackers essentially. And everyone is like freaking the fuck out. Like people's balls are flying. Like, you know, they're acting like it's like World War III in Surrey right now. Like they're acting like it's fucking the Bloods versus the Crips or like some shit like that. Like if you watch the news, you would think we're in Iraq. Like everyone in the media, all these jerk off politicians are pretending like there's some sort of gang war like epidemic going on. And they're just creating this like mass hysteria for no reason. And there was like this Sikh motorcycle club. You guys hear about this shit? Hold on, let me pull up this article. So basically like these Sikh motorcycle guys, right? They set up a rally where they like rode their bikes to City Hall to protest all the violence that's been going on. Yeah, here it is. It's so fucking ridiculous, dude. All right, yeah, here. Okay, Sikh Motorcycle Club rides through Surrey to save our kids. Yeah, okay. More than 100 motorcycles hit Surrey streets Wednesday afternoon in an effort to press Surrey's leaders to do more to protect children from the drug and gun violence that persists in our city. The Save Our Kids Rally, that's what they called it. The Save Our Kids Rally, organized by the Sikh Motorcycle Club of BC, went very smoothly, according to spokesman Azad Sidhu. He said the peaceful protest called for the intense and immediate intervention from Surrey leaders. It aimed to wake up the administration council that something urgently needs to be done. The 2-hour ride began at Scott Road and 72nd at the Guru Nanak Sikh Gurdwara. It weaved back and forth throughout the city, including a drive past Surrey City Hall, and it ended at the Surrey RCMP detachment just off Highway 10. All the people were engaging, honking, thumbs up, said Sidhu. Yeah, because they're all fucking morons that buy into this shit. I think people are supporting because they know and they want to be safe. If you go get a coffee at 9 o'clock at Tim Hortons, you don't want to get shot, said Sidhu. See, this is the shit that pisses me off, man. It's just such bullshit. No one in the history of Surrey has ever gotten shot on their way to Tim Hortons. These guys are so full of shit, man. They're just like making up this bullshit to further their own agenda. You know, I don't know if they're like launching a fucking YouTube channel or something, but they're just talking straight nonsense. The odds of you getting hit with a bullet on the way to Tim Hortons in Surrey, let me put it to you this way. You have a better chance of winning the lottery than you do of getting shot on the way to Tim Hortons. Like, these guys are full of shit, man. They're just fear-mongering. If you're scared to go to Tim Hortons at 9 p.m. in the Canadian suburb of Surrey, where houses cost millions and millions of dollars, you're a fucking pussy, dude. You're a fucking pussy. I'm sorry. If you're scared to walk to Tim Hortons at 9 p.m. in the summer, you're gonna have a hard time navigating life. These fucking guys are just blowing the shit out of proportion, man. Dude, I'm telling you, you can go to any Tim Hortons in Surrey without $1 in your pocket. And I promise you, you would still leave with like a French vanilla. I fucking promise you that. Someone would like hold the door open for you. It would be such a like fucking normal experience, you know? These guys are just fucking hyping it for no reason. These guys are so full of shit, man. It's all just bullshit propaganda. Dude, my parents have been going for a walk every night at 9 p.m. for the last 10 years. And nothing, absolutely nothing has ever happened to them. Nothing even remotely close has ever happened to them. And like, they live in like the heart of Surrey. Like if Surrey was like a breast, my area would be like the nipple. Like we live right in it. And nothing's ever fucking happened. So, I don't know, man. I don't get it. All right, I'll keep reading the article here. Sidhu said somebody had to come out and do this and felt like it was its duty to the community to speak out. Yeah, I'm sure it fucking did. All right, here's their message. The general message was basically the violence is going on for a long time. Why is Surrey targeted? Explains Sidhu. It's not. Why is Surrey having more shootings and more gun violence? It doesn't. The schools need to be protected. Yeah, this is the most retarded part. Okay. The schools need to be protected. All the high schools are roamed around by the drug dealers, and that's a major problem. See, this is more bullshit right here. I promise you, I know way more drug dealers than any of these fucking assholes, all right? I fucking promise you. None of these drug dealers are going to schools and recruiting them, okay? Trust me, they don't. That's complete fucking bullshit. These fucking guys just saw that happen on a movie and they just like present it as fact. It's not fucking true, man. That's fucking bullshit. I call bullshit. Show me one fucking kid that's been recruited by a drug dealer that came to his high school. It's fucking bullshit. These guys are so fucking full of shit, dude. I swear, man. They probably just watched some fucking movie and they saw like a fucking older drug dealer recruit a kid and now they just fucking... They think it happens in our city. It doesn't. It fucking doesn't. No drug dealers going to high schools to recruit kids, all right? The kids are asking to be recruited. The kids see the money and they want to make the same amount of money. That's what's happening here. All right, whatever. I'll keep going. All right. The ride ended with a group of about 20 children aged 8 to 16 handing a letter to the RCMP addressed to the Chief Superintendent Dwayne McDonald, officer in charge of Surrey RCMP. I don't get why they're going to the cops with this shit. Like, they don't want this shit to stop, man. This is what butters their bread. If the cops go out there and put a stop to all the shootings and all the crimes, their budget would get, like, cut in half. You know what I mean? Like, why the fuck would they do that? And here's something else no one wants to admit. The drug dealers in Surrey are way smarter than the cops. How about that? I'm not talking about the young little fucking street kid. I'm talking about the guy who's really... The real drug dealer is way smarter than a fucking cop. You think these like fucking GED, small man complex, limp dick cops can fucking catch these criminal masterminds? You need Inspector Gadget to catch these motherfuckers. You need like Sherlock Holmes or some shit. Dude, you could take any drug dealer from Surrey and put him head to head with like any pig from the RCMP. And I guarantee you the drug dealer would score higher on their IQ test. I guarantee it. Here's the actual fucking letter that these fucking morons gave to the police department. It's so fucking stupid. I just have to read it. Okay, in their message, they said, "We need your intense, immediate intervention to make our city a safe place for our families. Lack of RCMP presence and accountability in and around our schools and the youth social programs has exposed a generation of children to an unsafe and lawless atmosphere. We want the RCMP to take immediate responsibility of making amends and attending the glaring shortcomings. Increased, effective, and collaborative surveillance is required." These fucking guys want more surveillance. You believe that shit? You want to give these pigs more power? Like, they're not going to fucking surveil anyone of note. They're going to put their surveillance on innocent, tax-paying citizens like me who just fit the description. You know? It's fucking bullshit. It might not mean that much to like the rest of you, but this shit affects me because, dude, I've been to like restaurants where gang squad have come in and like checked mine and my friends' IDs, and we're all legit. Every one of us is legit, and it's just fucking embarrassing, man. They're not gonna catch any drug dealers. They're just gonna fuck with like regular people in order to like justify their paycheck. Fucking morons, man. I'm telling you. All right, and then the end of their letter was like, "We want our city to be considered as a reputed city again and where our children can feel safe and secure." They're already safe and secure, you fuck. "Your contribution is the needed ingredient for this outcome." No, it's not. Neighboring municipalities appear to be safer than Surrey streets. Street level drug dealing needs to be addressed urgently. Please actively assist as we are counting on you. Listen, I appreciate that you guys want to stop the 10 to 20 shootings that happened around here a year. I really appreciate that. I really do. And I want them to stop too, all right? But you guys are going about it totally the wrong way. These letters to the cops, they're not going to work. Nothing's going to change. You guys are all thinking way too small. There's only one way to stop all this shit. And that's by legalizing everything. You got to legalize cocaine. You got to legalize heroin. You got to legalize steroids. You got to legalize MDMA. Everything, every drug. That's all you got to do. If you did that, if you legalized everything, the drug dealers wouldn't have any power and there would be no more shootings in Surrey. All right. The 20 shootings that do happen would be down to zero. Think about it. There's no alcohol dealers because alcohol's legal. There's no tobacco dealers because tobacco's legal. Watch, now that marijuana is getting legalized next year, there's not going to be any more weed dealers either. If you legalize coke, there would be no more coke dealers. If you legalize heroin, there would be no more heroin dealers. If you legalize prostitution, there would be no more pimps. And people think if you legalize something, more people are going to start doing it. That couldn't be further from the truth. Cigarettes are perfectly legal, and there's less smokers today than there ever was before. So, I don't know, man. I just feel like I'm a grown-ass man. If I want to buy some Molly for the Mayweather versus Mcgregor after party, I should be able to go to Superstore and buy it. I'm ready and willing to buy $100 worth of Molly this weekend, all right? But instead of pumping it into our economy and taxing it, I have to give it to a drug dealer. Instead of buying it with my debit card, I have to use cash, And I know I'm not supposed to call these Sikh motorcycle guys out because they're holier than me. I get that. I do. But they have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. So I gotta call bullshit when I see it. You think these pigs give a fuck because some Punjabi Jack's teller gave them a fucking letter? You guys are wasting everyone's time with these rallies, man. You're just holding up traffic for no reason. I promise their letter to the pigs isn't going to go anywhere. Nothing's going to get done about this and shit's going to stay the same. If you really, really want to make a change, you got to think bigger. The only way to stop it is to get one of our guys in the highest level of office and push for total legalization. That's the only way. Because if drugs stay illegal, someone's always going to sell them. And that's just a fact. If cocaine ever gets legalized, I'm going to open up a nightclub called The Bathroom. That's my plan. The place would fucking bump too, but I don't know, man. Does anyone know that fucking Jagmeet Singh guy? Tell him when he runs for prime minister to push for total legalization. I doubt he'd fucking do it though. Maybe I should run for prime minister, How does one even run for prime minister? Can any jerk off just run, or do you have to have a high school diploma or some shit? Hold on, let me look it up. Alright, how do you become prime minister? Ah, crap, that's prime minister of England. I've never been to the UK before, or Great Britain, or whatever the fuck you call it. Yeah, I've never ever been there in my life. I always wanted to go, though. I used to have a little wiener cousin from England back in the day, right? They stayed at my house when I was 8 years old, right? And this kid was so fucking annoying. He just kept going, "You guys don't play football? How do you guys not play football?" It's dude, this is Surrey, all right? We fucking wrestle each other on trampolines. We don't kick a ball around like a bunch of pansies. There goes my 10 Englandy listeners. All right, here it is. How do you become Prime Minister of Canada? Okay. Any Canadian citizen of the voting age of 18 or older can become the Prime Minister of Canada. Holy fuck, you can become Prime Minister at 18? To become Prime Minister, a person must first be elected leader of a national political party. Legally, any citizen of Canada of voting age can undoubtedly be appointed to the office of Prime Minister. These being the requirements to gain election to the House of Commons. Since it's not legally necessary for the Prime Minister to be a sitting MP, there is some question as to whether there are technically even age or citizen restrictions to the position. In any event, it is customary for the Prime Minister to also be a sitting member of the House of Commons. Basically, this article is saying I can't become the Prime Minister. But you know what? It's your guys' loss, so no legal mushrooms for you, all right? So yeah, man, the email's the Surrey Experience, all one word, @gmail.com, if you guys want to tell me how big of a moron I am. And with that, I'm going to segue to the questions for the week. All right, here we go. First question. All right, separation. Dear Mr. Surrey, I'm 26 years old and have been married for the last 2 years and have been with my husband for the last 4 years. Our marriage was rocky from the start. I had to change everything about myself, right down to how I dress. I hate it. I'm miserable. I feel trapped. I won't bore you with all the details, but me and my husband have drifted apart as well. The hardest part in all this is that our families have gotten really close. So if we separated, it would affect a lot of people. I couldn't even imagine bringing the subject up to my parents. This isn't how I pictured my life to turn out. I'm sad and I'm scared. What should I do? Why would you send me this question? Like, dude, I have no idea what you should do. This question is like way out of my jurisdiction, man. I'll help you the best I can, but in the future, can you guys dumb it down with all these questions? They're just like way too fucking hard, alright? I miss the how do I get laid questions. Those were the best looking back on it. But yeah, man, that's a really tough situation. And it's not as easy as separating and getting a divorce because you have to like get lawyers and sign papers, not to mention all the family bullshit, you know. That's gonna suck, man. But like the most important thing is you can't be miserable. I have no idea what you should do, but I don't know, man. If I was you in this situation, what I would do is I would grab a 6-pack, I would roll up a couple joints, I would go to like a secluded beach, and I would just fucking drink every beer, smoke every joint, and try to figure it out. God, that was horrible advice. I have no clue what you should do, sweetheart. I apologize. You gotta dig deep and you gotta figure this one out, alright? But whatever decision you make, just be confident in it. You're only 26, man. You still got your youth. It's not like you're going to die lonely. I'm sure you can find someone else if you choose to go that route. And no matter what happens, you're going to be fine. Like, you're not going to be homeless. You know, you're not going to go hungry. I'm really coming off like a moron here. What will make you not miserable in the long run? That's the question you got to ask yourself. And only you can answer that. Shit happens in life, man. Everyone has to go through something. Everyone has a struggle. And, you know, this is what you got to deal with right now. So, how old was this chick when she got married? 20. So yeah, she was 24 years old. That's way too young to be getting married, man. Like fucking way too young. People get suckered in so easy, you know? All these fucking wedding vendors online, you know, they make it seem like getting married's like the coolest thing ever on the internet. But they never show you this side of it. Some like fucking divorce lawyer should open up like an Instagram page, you know? Just to like even things out a bit here. But yeah, I don't know, man. This is a really big life decision. And anytime I have to make a really big life decision, I usually do mushrooms. So maybe you should just do mushrooms. I don't know. All right. I know this is horrible advice and I apologize, but I really hope it all works out for you, whatever you decide to do. Okay. All right. I'm going to go to the next one and I hope it's a little bit easier. No means no. Help. Fuck. This question looks hard too, man. I think it's too late to back out now though. Okay. Whatever. I'll fucking answer it. All right. Hi. What's up? How you doing? Love the podcast. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you. Appreciate that. I need help with this dude who I've been hanging out with. We have only gone out a couple of times, and this dude starts asking for nudes. I told him no. He has asked me a couple more times, and my response is always no. It's starting to escalate now, and he keeps asking more frequently. What should I do? Should I ghost him? Should I tell my brother and get his ass whooped? But then I'm also going to get in shit. Don't ask me how, but I'll probably get into knee-high shit for my parents. Because my brother is an asshole and tells my parents everything. Holy shit, dude. This chick uses a lot of brackets. Should I tell him to fuck off? Honestly, this guy is just making me really mad and all I want to do is slap him. Please help. Dude, that's fucking easy, man. Just can this guy. Just be straight up. Be like, hey, this ain't working out. I don't think we should talk anymore. Just be straight up. Don't lead him on. Just can him. Like 100% can him. If he keeps calling you, block his number. If he keeps harassing you after that, then I would go tell my brother. You know, that way if your brother like runs to your parents and tattles on you, you could just flip it on him. Be like, some dude's fucking harassing me and you run to mommy and daddy? What kind of bitch ass brother are you? Right? Be like, don't worry, I'll get my friend's older brother to help me since you're such a little bitch. That way his like manhood's on the line too, you know? But yeah, you need to can this guy immediately and be ruthless about it. Don't lead him on. Don't say we should just be friends or some shit like that. Just completely excommunicate him from your life. All right? That's what I would do. Okay. That one was easy. Okay, let's do one more here. Then I gotta get out of here. All right, guy's opinion. Holy crap, dude. All the emails this week are from chicks. I just thought these fucking broads hated me. Alright, hey, I need a guy's opinion. I met this guy who I'm really into, but he's been known to be the player type. He's assured me that he's a lot more mature now, and he wants to be in a relationship. I genuinely believe him, but my girlfriends think it's a bad idea. Should I go out with this guy, or is it once a player, always a player? Yeah, man, you should absolutely date this guy. Like, if you're into him, why not? Just don't bang him right away, you know? Make him earn your trust. The whole once a player, always a player shit is like, it's such bullshit, man. Listen, men are animals, alright? I'll be the first one to admit that. But even animals mature with age, you know? So yeah, you shouldn't judge someone on their past. Maybe there's a reason the guy was a player. You don't know what he's been through. You don't know, like, what's gone on in his life. So yeah, give him a chance, but just take it really, really slow and keep your guards up. And stop asking your girlfriends for advice. They don't know shit. Alright? There, at least I like finished strong. A little. But yeah, that's going to do it for the podcast. Oh, before I go, I wanted to tell everyone to check out a new song done by a very talented musician from Surrey. Her name's JC. That's Jaycee. And the song's called Mesmerized, and it's featuring DJ Hark. I listened to it earlier, and it's a hit, man. So definitely check that out. Of course, I don't have a link to it or anything, but I'm sure if you Google it, you can find it. I don't know her personally, but I partied with her brother in Vegas, and I gotta tell you, he was like one of the downest guys I've ever met. So yeah, I would really appreciate it if you downloaded her song. I wonder if I could play it on here. I'd probably get sued though. I got enough people pissed off at me right now. Alright, just download the fucking thing, alright? It's important we support all the amazing talent we got down here, because there's way more talented artists here than there are drug dealers. But no one ever talks about them. No one ever does a rally for them. No one ever shows them on global TV. All right, we get it, dude. All right, so yeah, that's going to do it for the podcast. I got to get the fuck out of here. I got so much shit to do. It's going to be a long fucking day, but I'll see you next week. Yeah, call me if you want to blaze or something. All right, cool. All right, I'll call you. All right, peace, bro. All right.